What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and every morning I get the L.A.Times, just like 1.4 million people do in Los Angeles, making it the #1 information source for people in LA. Paper's been around 141 years, and there's been some colorful and influential history. Let's get into it. So the first LA Times was published December 4th, 1881 as the Los Angeles Daily Times under the direction of Nathan Cole and Thomas Gardiner. The Times was published at the Mirror printing plant, but they were unable to pay the printing bill, and they turned over the paper to the Mirror Company, where Samuel J. Mathis directed the editorial policies and kept the paper alive. In July of 1882, Harrison Gray Otis moved from Santa Barbara to become the paper's editor. Otis was the one who made the Times a financial success. His editorial philosophy was simple: boosterism. Make Los Angeles look as good as possible to as many people as possible. Besides Otis, the most important employee was Harry Chandler, a circulation department clerk who had worked his way up to head of the department within 1 year. Under Otis and Chandler, the LA Times kept pushing the narrative of Los Angeles as a dreamland, and tens of thousands of migrants came from all over the United States. Nothing signified the Times' importance more than when they moved to their new headquarters on 1st and Broadway in 1887, nicknamed the Fortress, which was the first granite building in Los Angeles. Chandler and Otis were instrumental in bringing the Port of LA to San Pedro and not Santa Monica due to a public fight with Henry Huntington. Perhaps more importantly, the duo was heavily involved in the propaganda effort to build the LA Aqueduct, which involved buying all the land in the San Fernando Valley, which would eventually make them very wealthy. They padded their pockets by running ads and printing editorials extolling the virtues of LA and this new, irrigated, fertile land. They also fought labor unions at every turn, which led to the bombing of its headquarters in 1910, killing 21 people. It was hardly a blip, however, as they reopened the headquarters bigger than ever 2 years later. Otis died in 1917 when Chandler officially took the reins and kept his hands in every honeypot in Los Angeles, including Hollywoodland. In 1935, the paper moved into its new trademark Art Deco building. Chandler retired in 1944 and his son Norman took over. The paper continued to exert influence, including getting Richard Nixon elected governor. In 1960, Norman's son Otis became publisher as the paper became more serious, forward-thinking, and progressive, and began to win Pulitzers and be taken more seriously. The next few years were boom times as circulation soared, and so did advertising revenue. In 1990, the LA Times bought La Opinión, the largest Spanish daily in the United States. At the turn of the century, the Times' power was shrinking dramatically, with new media decreasing circulation numbers and influence. They first sold to the Tribune Company, which rebranded as Trunk in 2008. Oof. 2018 marked a new era as they sold the paper to billionaire biotech investor Patrick Soon-Shiong. A revitalization has ensued, focusing on new media and moving the headquarters to El Segundo. All right, LA, it's been a minute.